foremost?
I've been singing since I was 3, professionally about 13 years.
13 years professional?
Yeah. And count.
Man. All right. So, I guess you said since you were singing since 3, it's been a passion to you.
Yeah.
What made you want to pick it up professionally?
Well, most singers start at the church, so I started singing at 3 in church. My family going to choir rehearsal, and I started singing around the house, picking up a brush, anything in sight, singing, in the bathroom, and I heard Whitney Houston sing the national anthem. It was for the Oilers game, and she sung the national anthem, and when she opened her mouth, besides my God-given talent, when she opened her mouth, I knew that I wanted to sing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I guess Whitney is one of your biggest inspirations.
Exactly.
That's what's up. Anybody else that you, as far as musically?
Yeah, I say Beyonce, and the reason why is because she keeps me driven. She, all about female empowerment, and she goes hard really in the industry. She holds it down as a female, that's in the game, and, paved the way for us artists, female artists that's coming up in the game. Patti LaBelle, Monica, they all just really, 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 keeps me with that just love of doing music,
Okay. Now with these women, being, of course already established, one of my main questions I always like to ask the artists is, where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself in the music game as far as being that different?
Well, I see myself as a household name. I don't want to just be, I love to inspire people and encourage people, so I see myself as not just only an artist, it's beyond music. Music is my lifestyle, but I also want to be, artists that children look up to, teenagers look up to, and the community as a whole, because I just love music and I love R&B, it's just what I love to do.
Already. Okay, so with that, what differentiates you from the people whom you are inspired by?
Well, we all do music, we all love to do music, and what makes me really different is, I don't know, we all just do music and encourage and inspire in some kind of way, so, we all got that in common, and we can build from that,
Okay. So in a sense of like, I'm in picture, I'm down to my last couple dollars. I'm sitting here looking at this CD, and I'm looking at the Takeya CD. Yeah. What's going to make me pick up, walk out the store with the Takeya CD?
Well, first of all, my grind is sick. You're going to hear about me on the internet, on the streets, in the clubs, everywhere. And I think my grind alone speaks for itself, how I go out and get it. I'm constantly on my Facebook, on Twitter. I even go back to MySpace with my fans on there and interact. And, my grind alone will make my music itself, sell. Because some people look at me and been following me for years and see how, I've been grinding, in the industry. My followers, so yeah.
Okay. And that's one of the things, I enjoy about it. Because on your internet presence alone, you can see your own growth.
Right.
It's like folks following you,
Yeah, and people don't really understand how powerful the internet is when you're in any field, not just the music industry, anything that you're doing. If you know how to work the internet right and got that following and keep everything professional and in line, you will definitely get a lot of good positive feedback and a lot of followers.
Absolutely. And shoot, the internet jumped off so many different people's careers.
Well, I know, like Soulja Boy got signed off of YouTube alone, so, and some people wouldn't even think, that, wow, looking at the internet, I know Dondria, she got signed with JD from off the internet, so any artist out there that's grinding, make sure whatever you got, MySpace, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, make sure you dress it up real professional, because that's really you, and that's what represents you.
Absolutely. Describe your style.
My style is very, very, it's different. It's real different. But I got that very charismatic sound. You know what I'm saying? My voice can be angelic, and then I can get that hardcore, that hardcore soulful sound, So, my style is very, very, very different.
Out of the different styles that you have, which one do you really like? The kind of music that you enjoy doing?
The reality, the real reality music. Like when I write, you know, I write my songs, and I write about things that it's not make believe, things that, you know, people may be going through in different relationships or different situations. I write about what I see, you know, and that's what makes my music so deep, because people can relate to it. I get, you know, fans and different people in my family and different people, you know, around the way to say, write about this, you know, I'm going through this, or write about that, and I get to pimp in the pen and make it happen.
Bit. Shout out Kiki on that pimp in the pen.
Yes, got to.
You know what I'm saying? So, born and raised in Houston.
Houston, Texas.
What inspiration from the music scene out here in Houston have you applied to yourself?
Well, musically in Houston, Texas has really grown from when I started versus to now. Like when I started, I didn't see like a lot of artists doing what they should have been doing now. And that comes with growth, you know.
Absolutely.
And I know we have a lot of artists out here that's been grinding and holding it down for us for a long time, like Bumby, you know, UGK. Those are artists that paved the way for us, you know, to get out there and make noise and know that we can to be and do what they do. You know, we had Destiny's Child, you know, ESG, Lil Kiki, Slim Thug, Killer Khan, you know, all these artists that's coming up, female and male artists. I'm just so proud of the city as a whole. You know, because we're making noise in this industry and we holding it down.
Absolutely.
And we got the female rappers holding it down as well too. You know, we got Candy Red. You know, she one of the artists that's really been grinding everywhere I go. I see her, I pass my CDs. All kind of artists that's out here really doing that thing. You know, I salute them, you know, for grinding.
Absolutely. Man, and shout out to her, because when she was doing the independent video, she was one of the main reasons why I was able to get in there.
Yes.
You know, side of 713 VIP.
Yeah, she had,
you know.
And then she had all the females. You know, some people, you know, don't really do that. You know, it ought to be about them. But she had all the females came out, and no matter, you know, with their different styles, and you know what I'm saying, she had them all in the video, and let everybody just shine, you know, independently, you know.
Absolutely. Now, outside of music, what do you enjoy doing?
I love to act, you know, I love to act, and that's possibly another thing I want to get into, doing films and commercials and stuff like that. I love to act, I love to dance, I do choreography, I love to go to church, and I just love to do anything that makes me happy. I'm a people person. I love to be around people and family and see them smile and make them happy and keep them encouraged. So yeah, I do basically anything that makes me feel good.
Okay. Let's see. Now, one of the things that I've that really led me towards you, I mean, as far as, you know, from Facebook and Twitter, is you have so much of a Christian aspect on. I mean, throughout. I mean, it's like sometimes I'll be afraid to say half the stuff I say because you done already tweeted. I'm like, God, Takeya done already said it. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
I know, I hear it a lot.
But you know, describe to me, it's like your I don't want to say necessarily passion for it, but it's like, describe your relationship with, you know, your religion.
Well, basically God is my everything. He's the reason why I do what I do. He's the reason I am who I am. And, you know, I am an R&B recording artist, but I also live for God too. So that's why you and other people that's following me on the internet, y'all see so many inspirational quotes from me, like probably like 100 in a day. It's because I want people all over the world to know that I can do this, or this can happen, no matter what nobody told me that I can't do. If they tell me I can't do it, I'm going to prove them wrong and tell them that they can do it. You know, I get so many feedback from people all over the world saying, Takeya, I love your music, but you really, really inspire me to keep pushing and stay encouraged and stuff like that, you know. So I thank God, and He is my everything. I thank Him because I get no glory. He gets all the glory, and I thank Him for instilling that in me and making me the person who I am. So that's why I do what I do, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the inspirational side of me.
Absolutely. You know, and to me that's so key as far as an individual.
Yeah.
You know, to be able to just freely speak on, you know, on things like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it really says something genuine.
Yeah, I also, like, down the line, when I get through my R&B projects and stuff like that, I want to do something really, really different, which is a hip-hop gospel album.
Okay.
And I want to take it to the next level, you know what I'm saying, for the young people or even the older people to jam to. So definitely that will be in the works somewhere down the line, and I'll keep everybody posted when it comes to that point. So,
yeah. Believe that. All right. So with the project you're working on now, I mean, when do you expect, to have the album out?
the date is still to be announced, so that's why I tell people to follow me on Twitter at R&B Princess H-Town, add me on Facebook, Takeya R&B Princess of Houston for the updates, and you'll definitely get the info that you need when that time comes.
Believe that. I mean, so what direction you taking the album to?
Well, I don't want to just hit the local market, which I have to start from my city first and build my buzz, but I want to hit nationally. I want to hit the outskirts. I want to hit everywhere that I can possibly hit. I did a radio interview, I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and people in Killeen, Texas, ready for my music and stuff like that. So I'm ready to ship it out and ready for everybody to hear it, and I just want to be the household name.
Okay. That's what's up. So the whole vibe of your album, how you feel where that's going?
I feel it's going good because on my album I'm gonna have different, all different types of music, club joints, you break it with your boo, you love your boo, all kind of songs. I'm gonna have something for kind of every age group that's on my album, and I think that's really, really, really gonna be a good look for it.